Hello everyone, welcome to Toyeen Talks. Báwo ló ṣe ń lọ lọ́dọ̀ yín? Okay, this is just a quick one. I'd like to thank you all for watching. Till I'll see you in my next video. Stay safe, stay blessed. I love you all. Bye.
I think, how can I put it? I think some parents forget that teachers
Please
are
don't use too much phone, eh? Let your English be clear for our understanding, sister me.
Oh, sorry, maybe because I'm far. Teachers are providers of knowledge, but they're not the ones to enforce it. It's actually
Teachers.
parents that do that.
Yeah.
And parents are enforcers of so many things from the minute the child is born. I think a lot of parents sometimes, and I don't blame them if I'm honest, because life is life for a lot of people, but it's still not an excuse. I think that, okay, I'll talk about, I think there were some comments about Western education.
Yeah.
So in West, you don't repeat at all. Only when you get to, I would say, exams in secondary school,
final year,
college, and then university. So we have college in between. I don't really think Americans have that, but we have that in between. Those
they have college here too.
When you get college stage, because that is, you're considered an adult in the UK. So, you know, there's that. The reasons why they do the open days is because the duty of the parent to be aware of what is going on with their child from the onset. Hence why if your child isn't doing good, they will alert you. They will tell you this and this is wrong, this and this is right. This is what you need to do to help the child to meet up. A lot of people forget that or don't understand it. And to be honest, I think it's something that should be encouraged within, I guess, the African world of study, because people are they're running around with this bill, this problem, this and this and this, but they're forgetting that these children need their engagement constantly, especially from an age. And this is where a lot of parents really need to wake up now. I mean, there was a comment that was on here that someone said that a lot of parents are doing their children's homework. That is very true. If you see on some social media pages, some people are using it to do skits.
What are they using to do skits?
As if they're the ones doing they'll be complaining that teachers stop giving our children heavy homework because they are the ones doing the homework.
Oh, I think I've come across it once.
Yeah, that is a bit of an alarming comment. I mean, alarming be doing as a parent, because that means you don't want that child to know common knowledge. If you ask children that how do you spell cat at the age of 10, they're doing M. Education is so poor now among so many people, and I would say to me, even to an extent, even the Western world, there's a lot of parents that are not actively involved in knowing what's going on. And this, if you think about it, we just say education, but that means, are you aware of if your child is being bullied in school? Are you aware if there is something else going on? There's so much disconnection when it comes to education, or just in general, connection with people and their children. A lot of people are expecting the teacher to do everything. I mean, look at this. The shut down an establishment that's needed in Nigeria because people wanted to take the easy route. That's why we have so many politicians that tell them to write an exam, write a letter. They can't do it. But to cut corners, they know how to do it. This is the reason why our society will never, ever get better.
Don't say that.
But
maybe with time, it will get better. They say we should stop saying it will never get better.
You know, I know that we don't want to say it, but I think it's time to, like you always say, your show is about reality.
Facing reality of what is going on.
The problem here, your average household in Nigeria are not honest to themselves.
That's true.
A lot of things to cover up a problem. Until that problem becomes a bigger problem, they have to keep lying and lying or covering
to
or
cover
paying
up.
for or doing this and doing that.
Yeah.
There's a saying that I learned very recently where they say the fish smells from the head. If the head is bad, how's the rest of the body going to be?
That's
if
true.
the leadership in the home is not paying attention, how do you expect your children to be okay? If the leadership of a nation is not good, how do you expect the rest to be okay?
That's true.
If you look at a lot of the people that have even done this whole jackpot thing, if you see the way, the mentality, the behavior, trying to cut corners because it's what they're used to doing. Back to education again. This subject is such a tackle subject that a lot of people don't actually understand how deep it actually goes. I remember a few months ago this year, you celebrated one of your children getting one of the most highest recognitions in education. That is such a positive thing to achieve.
Yeah.
That's a lot of parents, even at the fact that they've moved, they cannot achieve that with their children. Why? Because they don't understand that the importance of connection. The schools that tell you to come at open day or parents' day or anything, they know why they're doing it.
That's
because they
exactly.
understand that they are not the to enforce the education. It is not their job. It is their job to give it.
Do you know that this? Do you know that this open day?
Sorry.
Do you know that this open day, some parents don't show up. The father will not come. The mother will not come.
This is what I mean by the discourse here.
Yeah.
As to if you have a two-parent household, there's no reason why both parents shouldn't be there.
Should be
I can
absent.
understand sometimes work.
No, it shouldn't be two of them because they give time ahead. They will give you time ahead. They usually give us time ahead that in the next 4 weeks there is going to be open day, and there will be a reminder. The child will be bringing a reminder to the house. I remember they used to do that.
But let's be honest, sometimes life can life, and maybe somebody has to fill an emergency spot at work. But the problem still stands. If there's a parent that's actively there, are they discussing together as parents?
Exactly.
When they're in their private space.
Yeah.
Because in your private space, the room, it's not just for lovey-lovey. There's times when you have to get serious. Look, these children are not doing good. How do we deal with this? Do we need to have an extra teacher coming in? Do we need to extra courses? Do we need to do this? This is where
get extra teacher, extra people to come teach them at home.
Exactly.
Yeah. I was paying for teacher too at a point.
I'm very honest. And now, to be honest, the power of the internet is so powerful. It's such a big deal. If you cannot get a teacher, there's online teacher. I put people into work. That is my job. So I know what I'm saying. If you see the amount of people that don't take these things seriously, it's very alarming. But to go to places of worship, they're the ones there. The voice is the highest. But you've forgotten that your home is in a future disarray because you're taking active, you're not taking that active approach to it. So, to parents that are listening, and young parents, or even old parents, or parents of any type of, anyone who's in education, be active in what's happening. Know what is going on with that child. Because
thank you very much.
It may not even be that the child is even bad in school. Maybe they're being bullied. Or maybe the stress of home life is disturbing them.
Thank you very much.
All right. Thank you, Ma.
So I see somebody now. Hold on. I want to address a comment. Somebody said we are talking like all the parents are very educated to know what to do. In USA, it is not easy either. Does all parents have the means to pay for extra teachers in Nigeria? That is like you are talking about your child doing extra lessons or classes. Like I always say, we have different what we place as priorities in life. These same parents you are talking that they don't have money to pay for extra teacher for their children. When they bring Ashwebi, they are ready to buy. Hello? When they bring Ashwebi, these same parents will have money to buy it. When a particular shoe comes out, these parents have money to buy it. Right? I'm just asking. I did lessons for my children, despite the fact that I know, I know their intelligence level. I still got them teachers as a single parent. Because I put out, when I'm telling you, my life was on hold. I practically mean my life was on hold for these children. Expenses wise, I think of them first. if change remain, even if change remain, I go still think of wetin I go still use that money to do in their life rather than my life. These same parents, they will buy wig. I mean, they know they buy wig. It's all about putting what is priority. You can't, that is why people should have children they can take care of. And it might not even be all the children that will need extra classes. It can't be all your children at the same time, if you can't afford to give all of them. When you are talking that money is hard, even in those days, money was hard too. Money was hard. How many years ago? Money was hard too. I got them teachers. I know they buy lace. I won't stop saying it at that time. I know they'll follow anybody. I was driving to rock car. Where go spoil on the road. The mechanic go and help me push am. I dey manage jam. I focus everything. Say these children, the education made them get time. May I put them in there? Even despite that, I still get time. Say, oh yeah, I dey beside you to monitor things. Come and cover me. Once you start having children, it's not business as usual. Until they get to a stage, talk when my ballet. I just read somebody's comment out for one thing. It was written by a parent. Ẹ̀gbọ́n nǹkan tí parents yẹn sọ, only if you want to have peace of mind, not now, for later. You don't want your child to get to a stage tó yẹ kó o ti cross ẹsẹ̀. Táwọn ẹgbẹ́ tọkàn tí wọ́n ti táwọn ẹgbẹ́ náà ti ń ṣèyàn, will still be running around for a 20-something, almost 30-year-old pikin. Chasing that child to do something, to do this, to do that. It's not about the foundation. Okay, if you are blaming teachers for everything, are you saying you are blaming primary school teacher? You are blaming secondary school teacher? You will still blame university teacher. It's just a question. If you blame primary school teacher, are you going to blame secondary? Or if you buy your way for your child during primary, are you going to buy your way for secondary? Are you going to buy your way for university? Are you going to buy your way for interview? Interview. We always see they look like kids, but we see when they do interview for some of these girls. Yes, girls especially. At our boys, when they will tell you they are done with school. There was a time I tried to appoint somebody to be admin on my page. Employ. I asked that person, I said, before I can employ you, are you a graduate? He said, yes. I said, do a write-up. And I gave him a topic. Do a write-up and send to me. He couldn't construct sentences. It's either you are ready to be intentional about taking care of your children. You see the generation way past are better. You see what is coming for many of you. Because by then you can't move your feet again. Both man and woman. We always think Ojo Ale is for women, is for men. You will see that Ojo Ale is not for man and woman. To baje ki right in your face, ki omo e ko didakuda mu e lowo. You cannot be buying ways for your children. No. They have to walk their way through that way. As in WORK. They have to walk that way. Not cutting corners. You teach them to cut corners. They get older in life and they want to still cut corners. They want to do things that are not supposed to do. You can imagine. This man said they were, and we know the man is not lying. The man is not lying. It's either you are ready to make your child stand up to their responsibility, or you blame yourself, or the child will blame you. Somebody mentioned that some children have learning disability. I agree, they are slow to learn. If you have to find out what is going on with your child. Like I said I don't believe that a child cannot do something. Something must be wrong somewhere. So it's your duty as a parent to find out what is going on. If they are slow learners, maybe you might think of the option of learning from the home. Some people make their children learn from the home. I have seen parents who are really low repete, they are homeschooling their children. At least for the first primary stage, they homeschool their children and they still do well. Okay, it's terrible. There is this show on YouTube. I can't remember his name. He goes to university to ask students questions. Simple question they can't answer. I see him too. And I feel so embarrassed when I see them. They ask them, what did you study? What is your faculty? Some of them don't even know faculty. From Kini, I'll be like, hey, Mugbe. And these ones go school. And people want to throw the blame on teachers. They want to make teachers the problem. No, teachers are not the problem. And if you think teachers are the problem, take your school children away from that school to another school. But one thing I know, most of the problem of people are caused by them. Nobody is perfect, so nobody has it perfect. But let us tell ourselves the truth. Àwọn nǹkan kan wà tó yẹ pé àfọwọ́fà. Àfọwọ́fà. If you think the school the child is going, the school the child is going are not doing well enough, or their whatever is kind of, it's allowed. That is why you have to be involved. You cannot have a child in school and you not be involved in what they are doing. I'm calling you back, Abby. To be involved, you will know what is going on with the child.